Good evening. Welcome to Election Night 2024. Tonight we have Joe Biden, the incumbent president of the United States, who is running for re-election with Kamala Harris once again as his running mate. The Republican Party has nominated Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, with Tom Tillis, the senator from North Carolina, as DeSantis' running mate. It is now 7 p.m. We got our first poll closings in the states of Indiana, Kentucky, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Vermont. In the state of Indiana, 11 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Kentucky, 8 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. South Carolina, 9 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis, a very conservative state. Georgia, 16 electoral votes. It is too close to call. Joe Biden is leading by 1%, but this race is too close to call, unfortunately. Virginia, 13 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. And finally, Vermont, 3 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. So after our first poll closing of the night, Ron DeSantis is leading with 28 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 16 electoral votes, with 16 electoral votes from the state of Georgia currently uncalled, as it is too close to call at this moment of time. It is now 7:30 p.m. and we got our poll closing in the states of Ohio, North Carolina, and West Virginia. North Carolina, 16 electoral votes, the home state of DeSantis' running mate Tom Tillis. Ron DeSantis is a projected winner. Many Democrats expected to flip the state of North Carolina, but by a small margin of 0.7%, Ron DeSantis is a projected winner of the state of North Carolina and its 16 electoral votes. In the state of Ohio, 17 electoral votes, a must-win for Ron DeSantis. It is too close to call. 22% of the vote in. DeSantis is leading by 8%, but we'll expect that to change with more votes from both Democratic and Republican counties coming in. The numbers will even out, and we can project a winner later. But for now, this race is too close to call. And finally, in the state of West Virginia, 4 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis, a very conservative state. So this leaves Ron DeSantis at 48 electoral votes and Joe Biden at 16, with now 33 electoral votes uncalled. It is now 8 o'clock p.m. and we got our largest poll closing of the night in the states of Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, the District of Columbia, Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Tennessee, making up a total of 170 electoral votes. In the state of Alabama, 8 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Connecticut, 7 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. In Joe Biden's home state of Delaware, there are 3 electoral votes projected to go to him by an overwhelming margin. In the District of Columbia, the most liberal part of the Union, Joe Biden is a projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. The state of Florida, Ron DeSantis is a projected winner of his home state and its 31 electoral votes. He is currently the governor of the state. Illinois, 19 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. Maine, 3 out of their 4 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. However, their 2nd congressional district, 1 electoral vote is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. In the state of Maryland, 10 electoral votes, the most liberal state, Joe Biden is a projected winner. The 2nd most liberal state of the Union, Massachusetts, and its 11 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. Mississippi, 6 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Missouri, 10 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. New Jersey, 14 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. Rhode Island's 3 electoral votes have lost an electoral vote because of the census. Anyway, 3 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. And finally, Tennessee, 11 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. There has also been a mistake. New Hampshire has not been called. I don't know why, but it's too early to call. 3% of the vote in. Biden has a very big lead, but that's the projection we have for New Hampshire. We can't call for any candidate right now. This leaves Ron DeSantis leading at 122 electoral votes and Joe Biden at 109. It is now 8:30 p.m. We've got a poll closing in the state of Arkansas. Arkansas' 6 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. No surprises here. So this leaves Ron DeSantis at 128 electoral votes and Joe Biden at 109, with 4 electoral votes uncalled. It is now 8:32 p.m. and we've got one major projection. In the state of Ohio, 17 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. So after that projection, Ron DeSantis had 145 electoral votes, Joe Biden at 109 with 20 electoral votes, not 4, currently uncalled. It is now 8:44 p.m. and we've got one major projection, another one. In the state of Georgia, 16 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. He was barely able to carry the state in 2020, and he has increased his margin by a little bit in 2024. Either way, he is a projected winner of the state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes. So this is Joe Biden at 125 electoral votes and Ron DeSantis at 145 electoral votes. It is now 9 p.m. and we got our poll closings in the states of Arizona, Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Let's get into it. First of all, New Hampshire's 4 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden by an overwhelming margin. Very early call, but Arizona, 12 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. And Colorado, their 10 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. Kansas, 6 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Louisiana, 8 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Michigan, 15 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. Minnesota, 9 electoral votes projected to go to Joe Biden. Nebraska, 4 out of their 5 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. However, Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, 1 electoral vote is projected to go to Joe Biden. New Mexico, 5 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. New York, 28 major electoral votes. A must-win for the Biden campaign. He is a projected winner, however, of the state of New York and its 28 major electoral votes. North Dakota, 3 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. And South Dakota, their 3 electoral votes projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Texas, a much earlier call, but their 41 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes, 29% of the vote is in. It is too close to call. Joe Biden is in the lead by around 3%, but this race is too close to call at this moment in time. And finally, the state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. So after the second largest poll closing, Joe Biden is at 208 electoral votes and Ron DeSantis still leading at 213 with 10 electoral votes from the state of Wisconsin uncalled. It is now 10 o'clock p.m. and we got our poll closing in the states of Iowa, Montana, Nevada, and Utah, making up 22 electoral votes. In the state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Montana, 4 electoral votes. They've earned an electoral vote because of the census. Ron DeSantis is a projected winner, a very conservative state. Nevada, 6 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. A usually battleground state, but in this case, not. Joe Biden is a projected winner. And finally, the state of Utah, 6 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. This leaves Ron DeSantis at 229 electoral votes, still leading over Joe Biden's 214. It's now 10:26 p.m. and we got one major projection. In the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis, a flip from 2020. So this leaves Ron DeSantis at 239 electoral votes and Joe Biden at 214. It is now 11 o'clock p.m. and we got our poll closing in the states of California, Hawaii, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington, making up 83 electoral votes, I think. In the state of California, 54 electoral votes, the largest by far in the union. Joe Biden is a projected winner of the very liberal state of California, and it's 54 electoral votes. He is also the projected winner of the state of Hawaii, and it's 4 electoral votes. Idaho's 4 electoral votes, a very conservative state, is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. Oregon, 8 electoral votes, is projected to go to Joe Biden. And the state of Washington's 12 electoral votes is projected to go to Joe Biden. This leaves Joe Biden at 292 electoral votes and Ron DeSantis at 243. The presidency of 270 electoral votes at the minimum is projected to go to Joe Biden. Joe Biden is re-elected the 46th president of the United States and the oldest president of the United States. It is now 1 a.m. and we got our poll closing in the state of Alaska. Alaska's 3 electoral votes is projected to go to Ron DeSantis. No big surprise. This leaves Joe Biden same at 292 electoral votes and Ron DeSantis, that's supposed to say 246. This is a popular vote. I'm sorry, it says point scored. It's supposed to say popular vote. Joe Biden is at 55.9%, a big win. Ron DeSantis is at 41.5%. Joe Jorgensen, the Libertarian candidate, is at 1.6%, and Howie Hawkins, the Green Party candidate, is at 1%. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for the channel, and comment down below for suggestions. Ciao, buddy.